Hi, honey. Good morning.
Good morning.
Or probably good afternoon for you, right?
Yes, it's 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Almost done with the day? Are you almost done with your day?
I don't know what I will say to that. Probably not.
Probably not. Hi, Connie Joe. I don't think she's hi. She hasn't tuned in yet. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Sorta.
Well, I'm not a morning person, so I'm not really all here yet.
That's all right. Chill out for a little bit. Get warmed up.
Yeah, it'll take a bit.
Do you drink coffee?
Yeah, I haven't had any yet.
No. That might help, Connie Joe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. We have a 3-day weekend here, honey, in the States.
You have?
Yeah, we have Memorial Day on Monday.
What was that?
Memorial Day is where we honor the
mm.
veterans who passed away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be slow. And I think the UK has a holiday too. Hi, Debbie. Oh, well, I'm talking to myself. Hi, Debbie. Nice to see you, Debbie. Oh, that's Debbie's background. Hi, Mary Beth.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So I am fighting a cold, so I apologize if I sound snuffly. My husband has infected me.
It's usually the kids. That's a new change.
Yeah. My kids don't slobber on me anymore like they used to.
When are your kids out of school?
Now they're done.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, all done.
So do you have a graduate?
Nope. I have a boy who's supposed to graduate.
Okay.
Oh,
Hi, Krista.
Hi, should I move my camera?
You are perfect.
You're
right
perfect.
where you had moved it up and now it's perfect.
Oh, great. Should I turn the lamp on? Do you like it better with the extra
Yeah,
light?
now we see a little better. There you go. You're perfect.
Okay.
Yay. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to see you again.
You too.
Yay. So we'll go ahead. Go ahead. What'd you say, Krista?
Jill, was it? What was your name?
I'm Jill. Yes.
Jill. Yeah. Okay.
Jill Celeste. People think I'm Celeste, but that's really my last name. But I do answer to it.
Oh, okay.
Because I know what they're talking about.
They're both nice names, so.
Yeah, it's both. It's like, we don't have anybody on here with first and last names, do we?
I do.
Debbie, yes, but you're because I think of Kevin, so I don't think of.
Yeah, but everyone else is Kevin.
Kevin. My sons, I have 2 sons, so they're Anthony and Joseph, and Joseph, my youngest, plays football, and unfortunately his nickname is Molest.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Which then brought my husband, I didn't know this, he said that's it because my husband's first name is Richard. He goes, that's okay. When I was in high school, I was Dick Molest. I'm like, oh, this conversation is just getting bad, worse.
Well, I guess molest isn't so bad as long as, like for the football player. I mean,
right.
It's better than like faggot or something.
Yeah. And they can be a lot worse, right?
Right.
Well, I'm glad you all are here. Thank you for joining us. For most of us in the States, this is starting to begin our 3-day weekend. I'm glad that you all could join us. And we are going to do something a little different today. I love having guest speakers, but I think sometimes we need to just change the pace a little bit. And so today we're going to do some business development brainstorming. We have a great brain trust here. We have PR writer, animal communicator, writer, editor, bookkeeper, branding specialist, and a marketing coach. I mean, it's like the Village People of awesomeness right here. So,
Are you the cowboy?
Yeah, you want to be the cowboy? Okay, go ahead. You can be the gay cowboy, Debbie. That's what thirsty.
Goes with my brand.
That's true. You got the hat.
I was thinking about the chaps, and that was bad.
Boy, this conversation has gone south quickly.
This is definitely a good thing. I'm going to have us start first, though, with our elevator speeches. And so I'm going to start with left to right for me. And actually, I'm in the left pane, so I will start for a change. And I'll pick on the next person. So I know most of you know me, but I'm Jill Celeste from JillCeleste.com. I live near Tampa, Florida. And let me turn off my email because all of a sudden something went out. There you go. Sorry. And I live in Tampa, Florida, and I'm a marketing coach. I teach entrepreneurs all they need to know about marketing so they can become the director of marketing for their business. I help you learn how to attract clients authentically. So now I'm going to move on to the next person, which is Hani.
Oh, I thought I was on the opposite side.
Sorry.
Hi, I am Hanne Brøter from yourbrandvision.com. I am Norwegian, but I live in Sweden. And I am a graphic designer and visual brand manager. And I help entrepreneurs and business owners make their businesses look as good as they know they are, so they can attract their ideal clients and take their businesses to the next level.
Yay, we're glad you're here. And before I move on, I forgot to remind everybody, go to the chat box, type your first and last name and your email address. That's how we network and how we do attendance. And also, I'll be writing everybody's name down. We'll draw a name from a hat to do the questions. So thank you for doing that while we do our elevator speeches. Next up is Connie Jo when you're done typing.
I'm done.
Okay.
Connie Jo Miller. My business is Enigma Bookkeeping Solutions. And I serve primarily coaches and solopreneurs. And I make sure that you have impeccable books that are audit and tax ready. And make sure I do financial coaching also, so that I'm sure that you understand your financial statements and what they mean. I try to help you identify ways to save money in your business and increase your profit.
We are so glad you're here. Yay! Who is next? Debbie Keevan is next.
Hi, I'm Debbie Keevan of DeborahKeevan.com, and I am a writer, editor, and storyteller. I help visionary entrepreneurs find the exact right words to attract their clients by sharing their stories and really tapping into their unique brilliance. And they both attract and repel. So attract the right ones and repel the ones that you don't want to work with. And I love being here with all of you.
Yeah, we're glad you're here. Yay! Mary Beth, you're next.
Okay, Mary Beth Decker with SacredGrowth.com. I'm in Alexandria, Virginia, I live about 10 miles south of the capital of the United States, close to the Potomac River, just to give you a picture, nice area. So I have an ability to tune into your animals, and I was kidding with my group, BNI group yesterday, and let them tell you what they think of you. And that's not really what I usually do, but I do let you have a two-way conversation with them, find out what's going on, how they're feeling. When I've actually been working with a lot of animals who, people and animals who the animals are having physical issues, and we're working through that. So that is what I do. Thank you.
We're glad you're here. And no one's cat is going crazy, so.
Not yet.
Cats today. Krista, your turn.
Hi, I'm Krista Janik, Wise Words That Matter. I work with businesses and nonprofits who are struggling to get noticed. So a lot of times they come to me because they have an innovative new product or service that they're sharing, but they're not quite sure how or how to get the message out or who to get it out to. Perhaps their phones just aren't ringing too much from their website content, or people come to them and say, what the heck do you do again? So I actually do look to network with graphic designers and web developers and other creative professionals. They can be mutual referral sources for me. So Krista Janik, Wise Words That Matter.
We are here. Glad you. Krista, remind me where you live.
Oh, I live on Long Island, New York.
Oh, Long Island. Okay. Oh, we got all sorts of Eastern Seaboard and then Sweden.
Yeah. What time is it in Sweden anyway? I don't even know. I guess
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock?
Mm.
PM, I hope.
Yes. Yes.
So we're glad everybody's here, and if anybody joins us, we'll welcome them in. But we're going to now move into the business development side of the house. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to pull name. I put my own name in as well because, why not? And I'm going to pull a name, and the idea is for you to ask a question of the group. Something that maybe you're stuck on, something that maybe you have an idea you want to brainstorm. If you're looking for a business development, marketing, we've got writers, bookkeepers, brand specialists, animal communicators, you name it. We got a full brain trust on this call. So here's what I'm going to do. Who's going to go first? The first person is MB, which stands for Mary Beth.
Uh-huh.
All right. What you got for us today, Mary Beth?
Well, I'm really glad you sent the email out telling us you were going to do this because, my brain doesn't work really fast at 6:37 in the morning. So I had a few minutes.
Good.
So I designed what I thought is a really kick-ass, and we can use those words here.
Yeah, I think you're okay.
UConnect group program to help people learn how to communicate with their animals. Debbie helped me put it together. I had the material. I've done it individually with people, and now I was ready to do it to a group. Designed some great stuff, designed what I thought was a wonderful 1-hour presentation, and have not had anybody sign up for it. And I focused, and so now we're looking to say, and this is my first time, so I'm a neophyte in asking for the bigger stuff. What's the best way to keep the energy going and follow up not only with the people who signed up for my webinar, but also for my group and things like that. So I'm looking for ideas there.
Okay. So you had a webinar. How many people attended?
Well, I had including Debbie and I, we had 16.
That's great.
We had, it was good, and I had about 38 sign up. I used Facebook ads to find people as well as my group. So I felt I was very happy with the number, to tell you the truth.
Good.
I was pleased with where I started.
Yeah.
And that's a 50% attendance rate, basically.
That's really good.
It's
Yeah.
really good.
So let's first celebrate that.
Thank you.
Mary Beth.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's first celebrate that because that was your first webinar.
It was the first really big, I got something I want you to spend money on, people.
Yeah. Krista, did you have something? I think I saw your hand go up.
Yeah, the webinar, that's better attendance than I've had for my webinars, which I started in January. I found it really difficult to get attendees, and my Facebook ad campaign utterly failed. So, good for you that you actually got Facebook ads to actually work for you and get you webinar attendees.
Yeah.
Did you do direct Facebook ads to the webinar, or did you do a mailing list?
I did the Facebook ads to a landing page to sign up for the webinar, and I also did my mailing list.
Okay.
I did both. So I had about half and half from my mailing list and half from Facebook.
So
Okay.
is it too late to sign up for the circle? Is there a deadline?
My first class starts June 6th, so it's not too late. It's just
Okay.
that in the United States, everybody's thinking, well, Memorial Day weekend, yay,
Yeah.
So I'm not sure I'm getting anybody's attention.
It's time you have to wave your hands around a little more. I still think you've got plenty of time. You've got plenty of momentum and follow up.
Okay.
Yeah. Follow up.
So
I
you
know.
think the follow-up will be good. All right.
Yeah.
So
And
how
I
much?
go ahead, Krista.
I was going to ask, since I kind of have the same questions, like how much is it okay to follow up with attendees of a webinar because they didn't necessarily sign up for your full-blown email list? So you can't just add them and start sending them stuff all the time, but at the same time you do want to follow up with them. So how would you recommend people handle that?
What do you think, guys? I have my ideas, but I don't want to talk the whole time.
So I feel like if they've signed up for the webinar and there's a disclaimer that they're on your mail list now, that you can send them your regular stuff and sort of nurture them. That's my sort of gut feel. Because I know Mary Beth's business and I know how she does a newsletter, and it's all animal love, right? It's all animal love. And people who are on her list love her stuff. So I think that that's one thing. I think also, I think we've done 3 email follow-ups related to that.
We did.
Yeah. Which probably we need to take a look at and maybe do even more, maybe even segment who opened them versus who didn't. That's
So-
just my gut feel.
So when you did the webinar, you did the webinar Monday, right, Mary Beth?
Did.
Told them they have until June 6th to sign up.
Yeah, we had some fast action
Okay.
signups,
Okay.
and those are gone now.
Okay, that's fine. I would send an email. I don't know what day of the week that is.
It's the following month, like
48 hours out.
Wednesday, June. It's a Wednesday.
Yeah, I would start emailing them 48 hours out for sure, or reaching out to them. And here's an idea. I would send an email from their pet. You can make it very generic. This is your favorite pet. I want to say something to you, but you can't hear me. You can't
love that.
understand me. Like, have fun with this, Mary Beth.
You're not picking up what I'm throwing down
Yeah. Yeah.
or throwing up.
Keeping outside the box. So have fun with it.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other tidbits for Mary Beth on webinars following up?
So how often was the verdict? I guess, and what I've been doing is I have a checkbox that indicates that they want to be on my mail.
Oh, that's good because it's GDPR compliant.
Right.
Yeah, so it actually says, so I did it through Eventbrite.
Yeah.
And the people who aren't on my mailing list, they'll still get reminders and they'll still get one follow-up email. But I would like to do a little more for the people who aren't on my email list.
So you have their email address. Can you send them an email from your personal, not from MailChimp or whatever you use, but
Yes.
from your actual email inbox? If you have an offer, I would definitely email and just say, hey, what'd you think of my offer? And I would do that, 24 hours, 48 hours before the deadline, whatever that deadline is, Krista.
Okay, well, I'd send one follow-up email, but I'd like to see if I could continue the relationship with them outside of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you have a
'cause-
Facebook group or anything that you can ask them to join?
No, I don't. I don't know how to, I know how to create a group, but I don't know how to foster it. Like, I feel like I would have a really small Facebook group right now if I did that.
Okay. That would be
But I
fun
do
to
have
think
it.
about, sort of a way to kind of continue that relationship. And Mary Beth, make sure you're doing that too. For people who don't bite this time, ask them to go in your Facebook group. Because I know she does that one.
You know what? I did do that, and because I have a spiritual pet people Facebook group, and 2 of the people went and joined. So
Ask them
I think
again.
it's
Yeah.
theirs.
If
That's
they
good.
don't, if they don't nibble on it this time, because some people it may be a time of year, maybe they're not sure yet, but if you offer it again, for example, I've been running the Celestial Circle since January. I launched it January 15th. And a girl joined last week, and she said, the reason why I joined is because you consistently market this product. And now I was ready, and off I go. So don't be discouraged if they don't buy on that. When we think all these fast action bonuses and all that stuff, it's about consistently talking about your products and services. They will come around.
So would you suggest that she maybe do a live video in Spiritual Pet People and just talk about maybe one topic that was on the
Yeah, I would keep promoting it, even on your main Facebook page too. You're not done promoting that. It's June 6th. You can also host an encore webinar. I've done that before. Encore presentation, same webinar. Get it out there.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been
Yeah.
that's one way I can follow up with the people that
Yeah.
if they didn't attend, I keep sending them invites to the next iteration of the webinar.
Hmm.
I try to be careful not to, spam them over and over again with
Sure.
invites, but I figure if they were interested, they signed up, but they never attended, they might be interested in
Yeah.
attending in the future.
I love that. I love that idea. Because you just don't know, something might have happened, they might have forgot, somebody got
Right.
sick, right? You just don't know why they didn't attend. Don't assume it's because they hate you, right? So maybe do another one June 4th or something, Mary Beth, the same webinar, don't change it. Get rid of the bonuses and just say, sense of urgency, you have blah, blah, blah.
Okay. Oh, I have one more question, if it's okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So the cost of the program is $497 US bucks, and didn't offer a payment plan. We talked about this, Debbie and I. I'm wondering, and we heard somebody was saying, "Well, that's just they don't have the bucks right now. They don't have the money." Offering 2 payments, things like that. What do you do for stuff like that? This is new. Usually I'm a 1 session, or a package, and people do it.
Yeah. I
I
always
offer
offer payment plans.
deposits for clients. And I also offer a cancellation clause that if they cancel the project, if either party cancels the project, that I can just pay for the services rendered at an hourly rate.
Yeah, I always do a payment plan because I myself, I've used payment plans because that's the only way I could afford something at the time.
Mhm.
So, Honey, when you did your webinars and stuff, did you have packages behind it, or were you doing get acquainted calls?
It was no packages behind it because it was all learning on my side. So it was just a prompt, or if you want to do a get acquainted call or get in touch with me, you can do that. And so that was, nobody did though.
That's too bad.
But it's the first webinar. I mean, that's the thing too. Like Mary Beth's webinar is kick ass, and it's really good. And the people, I mean, seriously, to have half the people show up, usually it's 10%.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
What was that, 10%? That's it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, I'm getting a lot more than 10%, so I guess
You're
I should
doing
do
good.
that.
See?
Wow.
I wanted to share, so Mary Beth, I did that study hall for all, right?
Yeah.
The fast action bonuses, not one person took advantage. So it's normal, it's part of the process, and it's fine. And guess what? I'll do it again because they need to think on it. That's just the way it is. So don't get discouraged.
That's very helpful.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You're awesome. I wanted to stop for a moment because we have Michelle here. Snuck in, and I wanted to have her take a moment to introduce herself. Do your elevator speech, Miss Michelle. I know who you are, but I don't think anybody else does. So if you don't mind doing your elevator speech real quick.
Yeah, sure. So my name is Michelle Tanner. I live in Trinity, Florida, and I own a professional organization business. So basically, what I do is just help people gain control over their surroundings, their time, and help people really just organize their home as well as their business so that they have more function in their lives and more time to do the things that they want to do, and just feel at peace when they're at home. So that's what I do, and then I cover 4 counties across the Tampa Bay market.
We are glad you're here. Could you do me a favor and go into the chat box and put your name and email address? That's how we do attendance
Awesome.
at Virtual Networkers. And since this is your first meeting, just so you know, this is recorded. And I will email everyone in here a copy of this this recording as well as a copy of the chat box, so you can see, if you want to do follow-ups with everybody.
Awesome.
Yeah, so just let you know that. Okay, who we are ready for the next victim. Ha 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 ha, I mean that lovingly. So who it is? It's Honey.
Oh my God, I don't know where to start.
Go ahead, start at the beginning.
I don't know if I have one big issue. I think I have very many big issues. But I thought about it like Mary Beth said, I was very happy that you announced this in beforehand, because it made me think. And I also had this mail from Lori asking me for this, we got, when we joined, we got this social media analysis thing.
Yes.
And I wrote to her because she wanted to have my the URLs of my different social media accounts. And I said to her that I have almost given up Facebook after the new algorithms. So I thought maybe we could speak a bit about how are we going to connect with people again after this. How do you do that?
Yeah. So first of all, I'm glad you're working with Laura to do that analysis. So she's a social media expert. So your question is how to kind of do Facebook with the algorithm. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's using Facebook for their business? Raise your hand. Yay.
I'm not sure where the raise hand thing is, but I am.
Literally, like physically raise your hand.
Raise your hand.
Oh!
I'm sorry.
No, but there is a thing that's there's.
Yeah, there is.
I know exactly somewhere. I'm not sure where it is because you have the chat thing. Also.
Yeah. It's. I don't think we have raise hand on this one though, because
we don't. I think
oh, good. I'm not going crazy.
You're not going crazy. No.
You meant for real. Really, raise.
What tips do you have, everyone? What are you finding works well on your Facebook pages?
Facebook Live.
Okay.
Facebook Live.
Facebook Live is like, and not necessarily business related. It's so interesting. It's been fascinating, just showing up every day. Yeah.
I find that I'm doing them once a week. When I show up a couple of times a week, because I did that once because I had a presentation that was also live, and that actually cut down, like the views competed with each other. So that didn't work. But for me and my audience, I guess maybe it depends on your audience size. Maybe it depends on if you can share videos in different groups. Because sometimes I'm able to share certain videos in certain groups that maybe I wouldn't be able to. Like the more motivational videos that I'm doing, I can share more generally, versus like the strictly business stuff, I can't necessarily share on non-business groups.
Yeah, it depends on the group rules, right? Yeah. So Facebook Live.
So that's
frequency that works for your tribe.
I do it on my personal page because I have more friends than I do likes, and because of the way Facebook notifies people that you're live. I'm not sure if the notifications are as good for pages. I notice I get many more notifications from people than I do from pages. So what I do is I do it personally, and then I share to my page, and I share it to groups, and I tag my page and tag myself from my page. Does that all make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense to me. I understand.
So I'm the person who asked about Facebook. Krista, I do the opposite. I do the opposite so I don't get into Facebook jail. So if it's business related, anything business related, I do on my business page, but then I share it both to my group and to my personal page.
So how do you find that working? Are you getting views that way?
Oh, yeah.
You have a lot of followers then?
I have on my personal page, yes, I have just one shy of 1,300 friends.
Oh, wow, way more than me.
Yeah, but so I have friends, but I'm very active, and people, it's been interesting because I'll share a video on my personal page and on my business page, and I have less than 250 followers on my business page, but my group, I'm probably just over 250. Now my group, Jill helped me reactivate with some great suggestions, which that has been really, really kicking ass.
Have you tried live from your personal page to see if you got more views? Because I suspect that you would.
I do. I do. I don't do it as often because I'm trying to grow my business. So That's why I'm doing that. When I do it so I do it from my business page over. So if there's something personal that I'm sharing, sometimes I'll do it on my personal page. But that doesn't impact my business, right?
So
okay.
Facebook Lives, that's a great suggestion. What else are you seeing? Mary Beth, what do you see on your Facebook page that sparks engagement?
The Facebook Lives, I'm doing them once a week. I switched over to doing them from my page, Sacred Grove, and then putting them elsewhere because I don't want Facebook to ding me for using my personal page for business. I'm just a little worried about that because I'm getting a following. And I do put it in my Spiritual Pet People group. I was doing in the Spiritual Pet People, but it's a closed group, and then they can't share my video. That kind of, like, oh, I have people who said, I really want to share this, and I can't. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right, you can. So live and learn. Is that something new? I'm also doing, I'm blogging once a week. And those blogs are going into, I use Recur Post, and so those blogs are showing up on Facebook. They're scheduled so that with my other blogs to show up on my pages, in my Spiritual Pet People groups. I stopped doing it on this personal page because again, I'm just not going to take the chances. I'll how do I say it? I'll share it onto my personal page, but
No, directly post. Yeah.
Yeah, I do the same thing with everything else except Facebook Live. For some reason, Facebook Live with the notifications, it's a special case.
Yeah, it's because of Facebook Stories. So Facebook Stories is more hooked. You can do Facebook Stories from your page, and Laura can tell any of us how to do. I'll ask her. It's something on your phone, and I can't find it, but I think it's just an update issue. However, I digress. Your personal profile, when you do a Facebook Live, it shows up as a story. So that's why you're seeing a lot more views, Krista, is because it's a Facebook functionality that they're trying to promote. So if you use it, they're going to help you out by getting it out there.
Okay, because that's what I mean. I'm getting hundreds of views.
Yeah, you always will on your personal. I just my word of caution is if and again, this probably would never happen, but I'm always super cautious because I don't want to lose followers. But if Facebook could ding you and put you in jail, like Facebook jail where you can't post for a certain amount of time and or take your page down. So just at your own risk, right? You do what's best for you.
Yeah, I realize that this might be very temporary, all these views. And I mean, I'm sure as more and more people do Facebook Live, there'll be more competition for it. Yeah. But right now, it seems to be the hot thing. And I figure because at some point, hopefully sooner rather than later, my likes will exceed my friends list. Yeah. Because I'm a little bit more selective with my friends list.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all of our hope, right? Yeah. Michelle, do you use Facebook for your business?
I do, but I've just gotten started with it. Well, I've had my page up for a while, but I'm still trying to figure things out. So all of the stuff that the ladies have been sharing is actually helping give me some advice. So yeah, I've really struggled with that because you and other people have told me that I really should start blogging and doing more with my Facebook page. But for me, I have a hard time with figuring out what to say. Like, how do I tell somebody how to clean up their house? You know what I mean?
Oh, I have such good ideas.
Well, hey, and that's one thing I really, kind of needed help with, I think, is just finding out from people, what is it that you want to hear about? What can I talk about in a blog or in a chat or something where I could give somebody some virtual guidance that would help me gain more clients. And that's kind of where I'm at, and really what I need help with, I guess, is, what do I talk about online that would really pique someone's attention?
Any sort of like time saving, because people who are going to clean your house are saving you time. So other things that you're doing to save time, or lifestyle, maybe some of that will appeal to the women in your group. Again, the men, maybe something, anything that saves them time, I think would be good.
Yeah, that's great.
Michelle, why don't you ask on your personal page, your
Can somebody hit
friends.
mute? That echoes really bad.
Something's echoey, yeah. Sorry about that. So ask on your personal page, like, what do you struggle with at home? Like, is it piles of things? And just ask people, and you can either do a poll or just have people, like, you ask your friends or ask in groups, like, where do you struggle to, what are you always losing? Or just ask in different ways, and that'll give you a bunch of different insights as to even where to start.
That's great advice.
And then that's a personal question on a personal page, but you can use that to generate some blog tips and blog ideas.
Good idea.
I got to jump in here because one of the blogs that got so much reading was when I was doing more just energy healing for people. I did a thing on, are you a hoarder emotionally? And hoarders, boy, that just pulled in a lot of people to read about it. And actually, I was talking about all the stuff we shove in our brains, the thoughts, the memories, and stuff. But there's a link, I think, between, if you look, I'm thinking of the feng shui, a house that is clean and moves through it somehow the energy. And for those of us into that, that's a hook to read about too. I mean, that we're out there going, yeah, I want better energy in my house. So that's just another thought.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Michelle, I would also look at Pinterest for ideas.
Oh, yes. I'm on Pinterest on the daily.
You should be on Pinterest all the time because those are your peeps. But look and see what other people have written about. Don't steal their headline or anything, but just to get the idea. And I think, too, for your business, video would be extremely helpful. Like if you could say, here's an organized closet. This is the stuff that how I organized it, or even just like the top shelf of the closet, or the pots and pan cupboard, or whatever. Anything you can show that you like, or if you're at a store and you're like at Target, for example, and you like, I really like these bins, and just like do a quick little thing. I think
that's a great idea. I never thought about that. So I'm sorry, I don't mean to steal your segment. Let me just ask you one more quick question. What would you think about this? So I actually have a client right now that I have started selling things for. So I love selling stuff like on OfferUp and, Facebook Marketplace and whatever. So I have a lot of my own home decor stuff that I have started to sell, either things that I've previously owned or like wreaths that I've made and things like that. But I'm wondering, and now I have a client that I've actually been selling a bunch of stuff for, and I'm wondering what you think about incorporating that into a secondhand store page on my website.
Oh, that's interesting. So they're giving you the stuff to sell. You keep a portion of the profit.
Correct.
Do you? Because I'm part of the Trinity Exchange, which is a local thing. So do you like meet at the Target parking lot and do the swap form and everything, or
no, actually.
Oh, that's a great business model, girl. You could be rich just doing that.
Well, she actually lives. The lady that I'm working with right now, she lives in Gulfport.
Okay.
So what I did was I went to go meet with her for an organizing session. It was an initial consultation to figure out what she wanted me to do. So this is a big project and it's going to be ongoing for several months. But one of the things was she's a mom, 2 kids, 2 teenagers, no time. And so she said, well, I have all this stuff that I want to sell, but I don't know how to do it. So I said, well, you can use all these different resources. And I named those different websites she could use. And she said, 1, I don't have the time. And 2, I wouldn't even know where to begin. And I said, well, I'll do it for you, but I'm going to charge you to do that. I said, so I charged her my hourly rate to basically go around her house and take pictures of everything. And then the time it took me to list it online. And then I'm charging her a percentage of the proceeds that she makes. So what I did was it's like pool tables, foosball tables, couches, like big stuff. So what I did was I took pictures of everything. I listed it all online under my Facebook Marketplace page. So I manage the ad. I run all the negotiations. I asked her, what's the minimum you'll take for this stuff? So I did the research on, what other people were selling those things for, what they sell for new, based on the brand, whatever. Listed it with a price point that I felt was fair, but also negotiable. And it's done pretty well. I'm actually selling quite a bit of stuff for her. So what I do is I arrange when someone is an actual buyer, and we have an agreed upon price and time of day, then I let her know that they're coming to her house. She sells it and holds a percentage of the proceeds back. I keep track of what's been sold.
Wow.
Yes. So I have nothing to do with the exchange of the merchandise, but I'm just getting paid to sell somebody else's stuff.
Yeah, I would definitely promote that as a secondary service for you, especially because I know our population, senior citizens would love that, because they don't want to be bothered with that. They don't even know how to use Facebook, so or Craigslist or anything. So yeah, I would definitely do that, Michelle. That's a great. That could be your primary business. I could just see that taken off, at least in our community.
Right. I'm like, hello.
Yeah.
So one of the other things that came as everyone was talking was one of the things that, and I forget who's even suggested it, but it's called having a pod. And what you do is you have 5 participants and you have similar ideal clients. And each person gets a day of the week, and everyone in the group shares whatever that person wants to have shared on their personal pages. So like, for example, my day's Tuesday, so I might have a blog post. I'll be like, would you mind sharing this? And so the other 4 people share. And what's happened on my business page is my views, which are normally about 300, between 300 and 500, have gone up to almost 16,000 views.
Wow.
So just having, that sort of thoughtful sort of sharing and planned, I've seen a huge shift in just even who's looking at and commenting on my stuff. And I think all are in that group as well.
So a pod, I love the concept.
Mm-hmm.
It's
so
cross-sharing.
Yeah, so Krista, like you could, you would align with a graphic designer,
Right.
a web designer, or a business coach, or whatever, and find 4 other people, and then each pick a day. It's the same day every week. I'm in Debbie's pod, so
Right.
I'm Monday. So I say, can you share this? And everybody shares it, and then Debbie goes on. When we just do it through Facebook Messenger, we have a little group.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fun because then we each, and it also forces us to read our friends' content.
Yeah,
Which is helpful.
And you share it on your business page, right?
My personal page. On my personal page. Well, sometimes I do it it depends on what it is. Yeah. But I always share it on my personal page because I have more people there. I share it sometimes to my business and sometimes to my group.
Okay, I'm really hesitant to share more business content to my personal page because I feel like I'm already doing a lot of that. I'm already doing it once or twice a week, sharing business content to my personal page. And I want to make sure that, my friends, my actual friends, don't start unfollowing me because I have business.
Well, just do share to your page then.
Yeah.
Like I kind of look at the content and go, I think this would be better to my audience. I have a pretty robust group. So sometimes, like, I think I did that with Debbie. I'm like, I'm going to share this in my group instead. So I kind of gauge what it is, but it really does help.
So what happens if you use the strategy with your business page as opposed to your personal profile? Do you still get some results? Do you still get some results by sharing other people's content to your personal?
I do that anyway. I mean, I share. My business page. My idea for my business page is to be of service. So there's resources, like I'll share some stuff that Jill shares. I'll share it on my business page because she's got great content and it serves my population. Mm-hmm. It's like a win-win, right?
Yeah.
So it still works. Like the pod still works, even if you don't share it on your personal profile all the time.
That's sort of like that's just sort of the rules are up to you and the pod mates. So I would just discuss that with the people that you hang with, and make an agreement among them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. But honey, that would help you too. And another Facebook tip I wanted to mention, that if you want to increase engagement on your Facebook page, and some of you have heard me mention this before, is if you share a popular video from someone else's business page to your business page, you will see an increase in views and engagement. So let me give you an example. On my business page, when Ellen DeGeneres turned, I think she turned 60, there was this gorgeous montage her producers made for her about how she is living her purpose and, you know, doing things unapologetically and all that. And so I was really touched by that message. So I shared it on my Facebook page. I added my own kind of editorial comment about why I was sharing it. And it was like wildfire. I mean, that people that were sharing it from my page, they were commenting, they were liking it. And so I did that. So that was Ellen. I did that with Shaun White during the Olympics. About him when he won the gold medal. They did a montage of people reacting to him winning, and he was crying. I mean, it's Shaun White, right? He was crying, and he's talking about how he was so deliberate in picking that particular event because he's an older gentleman now. And he just got really good at that one thing. And that's how he got that gold medal. And so for my business, I'm like, see, when you pick one thing and you're good at it, you'll have a gold medal, right? And that is another one. So look within, so the key is that the video has to have a lot of views. The recommendation was 1 million views, but I've even done ones with thousands of views. Go find inspirational videos or things that kind of match your brand and editorialize. So when you share it, you know, add a comment that explains why you're sharing it and test that, because at least in my crowd that worked fantastic. So just another tip to share with you for Facebook page.
Now the thing is though, if you do that and they share your video, the people that they share with won't see your page, correct?
Correct.
But at least if they comment on the video.
Yes.
If they comment, some of those comments might go on your page and not on the video.
They'll go on your page, and then that basically what that tells Facebook is, oh, you're posting good content, so we're going to continue to put stuff out in the news feed. And then anyone who just commented is going to see your stuff in the future. So it has like a sort of a ripple effect going forward. So it is advantageous for you as well as the person, of course, you shared it from. You know, Ellen got a little ding from me. Yay! You know, I'm happy to give it to her. But yeah, it's just kind of a nice thing. And I think it really helps. But again, make sure it matches your brand. Just don't be willy-nilly about it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's something to do with motivation, business motivation. I think
for you, like if you saw for the, you know, if you have a PR aspect to your business too, right, Krista?
Yes.
So if you saw an article, like if you saw a PR campaign that was, or a response to a PR thing, and you shared that video and you explained, you know, why this is a good PR campaign or how this response was good or how maybe it could be better, like adding your little
that's true.
Would help because then they'll see you. Oh, that's what you do.
That's really true. I wish that Facebook would allow those sorts of posts to be shared, but at least the people on the page will see some of them.
Yeah, that's right. So that's
Even
another way to increase
maybe that'll
engagement.
Maybe that'll get me out of the one-hand organic reach problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hit like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 digits. That would be all right, we got time for one more question. So let me just let's see who's the lucky person. Okay. CJ is Connie Joe, who's been quiet. So now she's got to talk.
I'm not awake yet.
Are you awake now?
I'm just absorbing right now. I need to get my act together. I need to really start putting myself out there. I'm not doing that right now. And so I'm just trying to learn from everybody else listening.
Did you get some good nuggets today?
Yeah, I'm still not real engaged on Facebook. I'm not doing the live videos. I'm really looking forward to, I did do a video challenge that was a couple months ago, so I got a lot more comfortable doing videos. And so I'm looking forward to your video challenge.
That's good.
To actually start doing something that's useful, that, you know, so I can start posting stuff instead of just doing it for fun. I'm looking forward to that. But I basically just need to get my act together and, start, like I said, putting myself out there. I'm not doing that right now.
Yeah, increasing your visibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all need to increase it. If you want clients, that's what you got to do. You increase your visibility, right? Yeah. So do you have any specific question?
I did, and now I forgot. I guess it was just still kind of a general thing. It's just a mindset thing. I need
Go ahead and ask it.
to, get my mindset going in a marketing direction. And I've been doing my blocking on my calendar, so I am doing stuff, but it's still not out. It's more like the planning, what am I going to do kind of stuff instead of actually putting stuff out there. So I just need kind of a kick in the pants, I guess.
Yeah.
What I need.
It's like that. I don't know if you watch Seinfeld. You're good at making the reservation, but you need hold the reservation. Who often needs a kick swift in the piney to get their marketing done? Go ahead, Debbie.
Oh, I don't have any questions. That's not true.
I was wondering if you can give Connie Jo a quick pep talk.
Oh, pep talk, yes. So Connie Jo, so I'm a client of Connie Jo's and we've known each other for 25 years. So I know her brilliance and I know what she's capable of doing and I know what she's done for me. So I'm wondering if there's a way that you could maybe plan a little less and there's ready, instead of ready, fire, aim, do ready, fire, aim, or whatever. Mix it up. Like just do one thing and then just do one thing. So if it's video, just do one thing. Or if it's, just pick one thing and just do it consistently. Mm-hmm. And let people know who you are and what you do, because what you do is really, really great.
Yes. Yay!
And get some testimonials, right?
Yeah.
And then use them, leverage them.
Yes.
And your clients' pain points, them.
Yes.
Right? Anything that you talk about on your Facebook page, talk about pick one pain point. Are you always scrambling around at year end to get everything? Yeah. Are you always not sure about if you actually are making money?
Yeah.
It's just make a list and just pick one and then just one little tidbit.
Yeah. Okay.
And by the way, I do follow Connie Jo's Facebook page and it's a little hidden treasure. Mm-hmm. She's got some lovely graphics and questions and riddles and fun facts. And so if you'd like to, it's just a matter of getting more eyeballs on it, Connie Jo, but you have the right content on your Facebook page. It's just a matter of getting people to see it. So I would encourage you to participate in Facebook page shared parties I have in my Facebook group or others ones that you find. Feel free to put the link in the chat box so we can all check it out. It's just like a little hidden treasure.
Yeah.
I want it to be fun. So I'm glad. That's really good feedback.
Yeah. I mean, you have a collection of whoopee cushions. I mean, my goodness, we know you're fun.
Yes. Definitely.
So I want you to sit on your whoopee cushion before you do your Facebook Live, so you've got that whoopee cushion energy. So you can be that smile right there. That's what I want to see on Facebook Live.
Yes. I love it. I love it. All right, so we're going to move on to the announcement portion of our networking meeting. So what this means, this is your opportunity to announce anything you want. You can be promotional. You can ask for referrals. You can ask for prayers. Send me client, please. Whatever speaks to you. Please use the chat box to place any links. If you are promoting something that has a web page, you can put that information in the chat box so that we all can look at it later when we get the email from me. And I do encourage one more thing, because one of the ways to really be successful in networking, and those of you who do in-person networking know this, is you need to talk to people outside of the networking party or the networking meeting. So I really do encourage you all, when you get my email this afternoon, go to the chat box, connect with every person, everyone in here, except for Michelle. Michelle, throw your email address in real quick if you don't mind.
Okay.
Everyone has an email address in here. Make it, do a coffee date or a one-on-one. We do it virtually. You can do it over Zoom. You can do it over Facebook. You can do it over FaceTime. You can do it over Skype. You can do it over the telephone. It does not matter. We can all connect with each other virtually. And I would encourage you to do that. Get to know each other, help each other out. And especially if you're members. So Debbie, Connie Jo, Mary Beth, Hani are all members of Virtual Networkers. So you're going to see each other a lot. So really get to know each other. I know, and I see a lot of referral opportunities here with that. And Michelle, I haven't given up with you on the virtual piece, by the way. I think there's a virtual aspect to your business. So anyway, that's my facilitator hat. So this time I'm going to go right to left. So that means Debbie Keevan, you are up first with announcements.
I have nothing to announce right now. Can I celebrate something a little bit?
Absolutely. You can do whatever you like.
I am going to be coming out. One of my articles is going to be coming out in Aspire magazine in the June-July issue. And I just found out that they loved it so much that I'm going to be actually on the cover, not my picture, but my title of my article. So
that's exciting.
Be on the lookout for that. And then I was just going to say, if we're not already connected on Facebook, I'm going to put a link to my business page. I'd love if you would follow me, and I'd be happy to return the favor.
Yay. Yeah, make sure you put the link in. That's awesome. Connie Jo, you're up next.
No announcements. Just,
okay. What's a good referral for you?
I serve coaches and other solopreneurs. So if you know of anyone who's struggling with their finances, I would love to help them. I love to get my hands dirty and help people get organized in their finances and understand what's going on financially in their business.
Awesome. Yay. Michelle Tanner.
Hi again. So actually, I would really like to learn a little bit more about what Connie Jo does as well. We might actually be able to work together. I had spent 25 years of my career before I started my business in financial management. And now that I'm on the organization side and you're helping people with finances, we could probably find mutual clients.
Great. Wonderful.
So as far as promotions, I actually did just start a promotion a couple of days ago. Right now I'm offering 20% off my hourly rate for everyone that goes through June 30th. But I am also offering in addition, instead of the 20%, 30% for anyone who is a veteran, active duty spouse, disabled person, or senior citizen. But they have to book their service by June 30th.
Okay, cool. Put the links in on your website and everything. I think you did. Never mind. I see it.
I put my website on there. Yeah.
Awesome. Yay, Michelle.
I have a contact me page.
Awesome. And you saw Connie Jo's got her email in there, so hopefully you two can connect offline. That's awesome. I love that.
Yay.
Mary
Win-win.
Is it me? Did I hear my name? Oh, okay. All right. Debbie, you reminded me that I'm also going to have my article on the cover of Aspire magazine.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm really excited. I am looking for new clients. If you hear people who are worried about their animals behaviorally or even end of life, I do remotely. So, Facebook or on the phone, excuse me, not Facebook, but Skype. Actually, on Facebook as well, live, whatever works. So thank you. I'm really glad I'm here today.
Yay, we're glad you're here too. And Mary Beth, real quick, I met a canine hydrotherapist who lives in the UK, and I'm going to introduce you to via email.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I have a client who's getting into that.
Yeah,
and she's in Vermont. So yeah, cool.
Yeah, there you go. There's another connection. Krista.
Hi. So I'm sorry about the truck outside. I have the window open.
Oh, I can't hear anything. You're good.
Awesome. That's great. So I'm doing a webinar on getting noticed now, increasing visibility online in the media. My next webinar is June the 28th. So you can sign up and I will post the link. It's free, it's interactive. So it's really designed for you to be live and enjoy the fun, participate, get in the hot seat, or just listen in.
Awesome. And so by media, you mean traditional media?
Yes, online and in traditional media. So we talk about we talk about what is your niche and how to make your story come alive. We talk about brainstorming blog ideas. We talk about pitching to a journalist and how that process works. And you get to try out those things in front of the group if you'd like.
Very cool. Very cool. Media coverage, man. If you can get media coverage, ladies, that is so awesome. Good work, Krista. Yeah, please put the link in for us.
Sure.
Let's see. Hani, you're next.
Can you mute me too?
Yeah, I can. Go ahead. Hani, you're up next, sweetie. Hold on, Hani. Got nothing?
No announcements. No, not now.
Okay. Who's an ideal client? Well, who can we refer to you?
I have worked a lot with coaches and trainers in the past, but essentially I work with passion-driven entrepreneurs. And I was listening to the woman with, I think your name is Michelle, with tidying up your house. And it's the same thing with your visual branding. Actually, if it looks like a patchwork, you have a job to do with that, and that is what I do. Make people look consistent across all their touch points. So you can refer any patchwork clients to me.
I love that. That's your tagline right there, girl. Send me your patchwork visual branding client.
Because we do things in different time periods and with different providers and with different designers, and we end up with a Facebook page looking one way, a website looking another way, a business card looking a third way, and so forth and so forth. So that's what I call patchwork branding, and I help people get rid of that.
I love it. Yeah, awesome. Less for me. Well, someone had mentioned it. Who was it? Connie Jo had mentioned that I'm doing a video marketing challenge. That is part of my Celestial Circle. So the Celestial Circle is my membership group. I got a few members in here. Thank you for Connie for putting a thumbs up. So what I'm going to do starting June 1st is anyone who's in the Celestial Circle, we're going to do a 30-day video challenge. Now, that doesn't mean you have to do video every day. You get to set the goal, but I'm going to give you all the encouragement, all the love, all the materials, all the education that I could possibly give you to get you on through video, because when you do video, you get clients. It is what it is. So if you're interested in getting your hiney lovingly kicked in June to get your video marketing going, come to the Celestial Circle, sign up. You'll get other benefits being in the circle, but that's what our theme is for June, and I can't wait to get going on it. So I put that link in the chat box for you all. So make sure everybody, I know Chris has been doing it, Debbie. So anybody else has a link, make sure you go ahead and throw that in very quickly. So we are at the end of our 9:02. We did pretty good, ladies. We meet every Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern. So I'd love to see everybody come back. Please tell friends. I would love to have more people come and we get to meet other folks. If anyone is interested in guest speaking, I have all sorts of time slots open, including next week, but in June. So please message me. Hani, I know you've got a presentation. Krista, I bet you have a presentation. Michelle, maybe? So please let me know if you're interested. It's a great way for us to get to know your business better. So let me know if you have anything you want to do. Debbie and Connie Jo, Mary Beth, you're welcome to come and do yours again or a different one anytime. Just please let me know. So that's it for today. I hope everyone has a great holiday weekend, those of us in the States. And it was great to see everyone. And I'll send you the replay link very soon, okay? Bye.